You need it. Okay. So she thinks it's very simple, and it could be simple and yet somehow hard to pass, you know? Like she said, anyone who really wants to be a first class maid should be able to pass it easily or something. But what does that mean? Like, how do you gauge how much someone wants to be a first class mage? Is it supposed to like detect those who don't actually want to pass it to become that or something? Or they have like a ulterior motives, or I don't know what. I guess when you say it like that, it's simple. Right, she said that. It's not that easy. So you need to prove you can do that. To make the impossible possible. You'll know. Oh, okay. Okay, she uses her hair. It comes out. Alright, I appreciate you for that at the very least. So if you haven't made it to the bottom by that time, you've lost. Okay. At least she stands by her words of like being a pacifist. I guess. I don't know what this dungeon has to offer though. Like it's definitely going to be something dangerous. I mean, we do have like these escape, like a way to escape at least. So yeah, at least dying can be avoided. Why not? Yeah, why not? Because you're an asshole, aren't you? Why do you care that other people pass? But it also doesn't impede you. Okay, so don't you want him to help you? Okay, I hope you die. I'm sorry. No, fine. Whatever. Do your thing. Fine. Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Sousou and Frieren Season 1, Episode 23. Let's get into this episode. If you want to get ahead on Sousou and Frieren reactions, I have everything posted on Patreon, or you can get edited reactions by becoming a member on my YouTube. Most importantly though, I hope you enjoy these reactions. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to let me know. Don't forget to support the original content, and let's get into it. Yeah, all those people that we don't care about, are they all going to go? Good. We don't care about you. Okay. Okay, wirbel. I mean, I understand this, like, competitiveness and I guess, like, not being able to trust the other. As soon as he brought it up, it's just kind of... Why not? Thank you for the vote of confidence. I hope she's right about that. And she's not going to make things harder for them because she thinks they're the most promising or something. What happens if the proctor dies? Or it doesn't die, but has something happens to her in the middle. I don't know if it was in dungeons, but she always got swallowed by that treasure chest. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the instinct is to go down as soon as possible. He's teaching her to enjoy the journey. It's not about the goal. Now you're speaking her language. We have two of them that we don't know. Yeah, well, I guess that was too idealistic. But they don't trust each other.
少なくともこの中にミミックのような単純な罠にかかって足を引っ張るバカはいない。それでいいだろう、電剣。そんなバカがこの試験にいるものか。
フリーレン様、ルークハイトの判別結果を見ましたね。
Why?
ミミックです。
I knew it. I knew it, Frieren.
その魔法の精度は 99% だよ。残りの 1% を見破った偉大な魔法使いたちがいたからこそ。
And I'm sure most of them fell for the 99% before they, found their discovery. She does have a point.
この中身は貴重な魔導書だよ。私の魔法使いとしての経験がそう告げている。
The proctor's face, though. I'm just like, did I really choose them? Yeah. Yeah, and I love it that it's Frieren who falls for the mimic. And she's like, undisputedly the best. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly looks like that. If that happens, like if you fall for that, then no golem is going to help you. Hi there. Goblins. Gargoyles. Yeah. That's their name. That's true. Ooh. Nice going. Oh. Oh no. Oh shit. Golem. Golem. Now. Unless they can save you. But I don't know if you can count on that. Yeah. Yeah. Handy as hell, though. Thank you, Golem. My girl. I don't even know your name. I wrote it somewhere, but yeah. So much for the smartest people. Oh. she has experience, and yet it doesn't help her. That explains so much. I love Frieren. It's true though that she has to kind of fall for the 99% if she wants to find the 1%. Because we need to explore the whole... Someone's trash is someone else's treasure. Because she's adorable.
その若さで君ほど優秀な魔法使いは見たことがない。なのに君からは情熱も執念も感じない。私はとある人に恩を返すために一人前の魔法使いになりました。きっとその時に情熱も執念も使い果たしてしまったのでしょう。ならなぜ君は魔法の探求を続けているんだ。
She's trying to get to that feeling too.
私がつられて笑ってしまったんです。
Yeah.
きっと私はそんなフリーレン様の姿が好きだから。
That's sweet. That's the best incentive you could wish for. So she doesn't have passion, but she has, motivation to keep on going in this space. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, make the most of it, of every moment, and enjoy it to the fullest. Just enjoy life rather than, trying to get somewhere all the time.
なんだ、もう歩けなく。
拘束されたわ。魔力を消した魔法使いが3人。奇襲よ。
Ubel? We haven't really seen them,
シャル
Ubel
フ
and,
の先でエールにかけられた魔法はそれ
and
だけ
Land.
まさかこんなものがいるだなんてね
Oh, okay, it's not Ubel.
シャルフは俺をエーレはシャルフを狙え俺はエーレを叩く突破
Okay,
するぞ
interesting. We have clones. And they're also facing clones. Is that a comforting thought? Is someone descending?
あれも対処できるのか
Something? What? Frieren?
これが試験でなかったらわしはとうに瓶を割っておる
How come Frieren doesn't have to face herself? Or who is she gonna face? Denken? Or something? Damn. I feel like they're very unfortunate, you know? The group who was supposed to be like the smartest, who wanted to, you know, band together and actually use their abilities to help each other and actually, you know, go through this in the smartest way possible. But yeah, they lost one member already. Didn't have a chance of saving. And now they're facing Frieren. Maybe Frieren can help them or something. I don't know, maybe they'll fight each other. And then they'll, you know, group together anyway. I totally thought at first when we saw wirbel, I totally thought it was Ubel, because we know that Ubel was able to use, like, was able to copy his ability, right? But it wasn't her. We didn't even see her, or didn't, like, focus on her and Land at all. So, wondering about that. I'm sure it will come up. Like, I don't remember if you even saw them, like, walk in by themselves, or maybe? I don't remember. But anyway, we didn't pay a lot of attention on them. Attention to them at this point. Alright, I love that this test really is like what it is. I mean, it's not like completely devoid of danger. Obviously, like for instance, we saw that trap that I don't know. I assume it happens really fast or something. I don't know, really. They just leave a stain in your shape on the ceiling and that's it. I feel like, you know, if you don't, like, there are traps here that if you don't, you know, think on your feet or think really fast and you can't even break the bottle and then you're lost. Like there is a chance for death here for sure. Like it is a dangerous dungeon at the end of the day. And like they said, nobody ever managed to really make their way to the bottom. Like it's not an easy dungeon to get through. But they do have, you know, the golem, which is definitely, you know, it's like this last resort kind of thing. But only if you really care about passing the test more than your life. Like basically, if you feel like you can't handle it, then you're going to. Then you can break the bottle and it is what it is. Like, it's too bad, but at least you have that chance. So I appreciate at least that the proctor was, you know, serious about the fact that she's a pacifist, but the fact that she doesn't want anyone to die for nothing. Like, she scolded the other proctor for that, and I'm glad that she, you know, I mean, I like her already a lot more. I didn't know what to make of her before because I was like, okay, you're scolding him, but do you really mean it? Well, what's your deal? And now I feel like she sounds like she's actually, you know, she actually acknowledges and appreciates the potential in these, you know, candidates. So even if they don't pass the test, they still have a chance to, you know, get better and do this test again another time if they wish, you know, at least like she still gives them like a pretty difficult test and really wants to test them on their abilities. She really wants them to prove that they are, you know, fit to become first class mage. You know, she's not, like, she does care about the quality of the people who pass, but not to the point that she kills anyone who doesn't, you know, live up to those standards. I mean, so far. that's what we saw her, and I appreciate that. So I love the, you know, it really fits the whole take of Himmel of like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy dungeons. I'm going to explore them to the fullest. I'm not going to like my goal here to when I raid a dungeon, it's not to go down as soon as possible to get through all the levels and just be like, oh yeah, I went through the dungeon. I want to enjoy it. I want to make it like, you know, an experience that like that I experienced to the fullest. I'm going to go through every floor and find everything that there's to be found. And at that point when he was talking about Grimoire, he was, finally talked, you know, like at the same wavelength as Frieren, and she was like, okay, let's go. Now I get what you're saying. And she has, you know, carried that notion with her. And now we're doing the same thing, but they also said that, you know, at the same time, things were going pretty fast and easy for them. And then the thing was triggered that I'm assuming was those replicas that suddenly rose out of, I don't know where. We then didn't see Frieren and Fern and Sensei was the name of the proctor. So, like, we don't know how it affected them, who they're facing. I mean, we didn't see Fern. Maybe they're facing Fern. Maybe they're facing Sensei. Maybe there's a replica of her. That'll be interesting, I guess, because we don't know what she can do, I think. Yeah, anyway, Denken is facing Frieren. It is so funny. And sad for him, I guess. Like, I thought the same people kind of found the same people. You know, the replicas of the person would go challenge him or something. Whoever, go challenge them. But that didn't happen with Frieren. And I just love it. I mean, it was a pretty obvious, you know, joke that was going to happen because you already saw it. But the fact that Denken was like, nobody that you know, is on this exam would fall a prey for, you know, the trap of the mimic. And then, you know, I didn't remember that the name was Mimic, but I was like, I feel like Frieren might, you know, do just that, you know? And that's funny because she's the strongest mage here, like, hands down. And then she did, and, you know, it was a thing. And it's funny that she has, like, experience with them to the point of, like, yeah, I know how to, you know, deal with them when I'm alone. I know how to deal with them when I'm with someone else, which I prefer. And the thing is, though, that she does it on purpose. She's like, you know, it's like 99% accurate. So that means that there's like 1% that means that, you know, this could be not a mimic, and I will find actually something in there. So I have to take that chance. I have to, even if most likely it will be a mimic and I will fall into this. Like, she's kind of knowingly doing that, and I love it. And also that conversation with Fern about how she, you know, she's kind of lost her motivation at this point a little bit. Like she kind of achieved what she set out to do, and now that she doesn't have like a clear goal, she doesn't have a lot of ambition to go toward it, but she does have like motivation that comes from making her friend happy, like mentor, companion, I don't know what to call the relationship at this point, but, you know, like, that is what brings her joy. That is what makes her move forward and do the things she does, even though she doesn't, like, you know, I mean, it in some way it really embodies this whole idea of like going through life not for the sake of this goal that you have, this one objective, but to, you know, just to go through life and enjoy it and see everything it has to offer. And Fern is kind of like, she doesn't have a goal so much anymore. Like, her goal is just to go to be by Frieren's side and make her happy, kind of, you know? And it's not really a goal per se. It's just like, you know, this is how I'm going to live my life. And like, seeing, you know, Frieren happy makes me happy. So, you know, that's what I decided to pursue. And that's lovely. I love it. Love their relationship. I love everything about them. Awesome. And we haven't really focused on kanne and lawine at all. Like, we just saw them go in. No more than that. And again, ubel and land. And I'm curious about them. Did they walk in together? I think they have. I think they have some kind of weird connection. And I want to see where that leads. I mean, we saw it, the connection in last episode. It was weird, and she's obviously like she told him that she's doing it just to use him, just like to get his power from him. Clones. He does clones. Can he do clones to other people? Maybe it's him behind all of this? I don't know. But these clones don't... Like, he does the clones that look exactly the same as he does, right? But maybe he can control them. I don't know. I don't know if he has anything to do with this. But, okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this test so far. It really, like, surprised me for the better. Like, I was expecting to be surprised or something for the worst. To be like... Because she started out this way also, like, this is a very simple test. You should all pass it if you want to become each. Like, you know, like, and I was like, oh shit, okay. You're saying that's simple, it's not going to be simple. And it isn't, but I feel it's in a lot of ways, it's a lot fairer than I expected. And yeah, I saw this before, and yeah, I'm very happy about all of this so far. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Special thanks to my top Patreons, Renee Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, and Shadows Mitten. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, who without their support, I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.